Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar BYT. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the match preview of the Barcelona versus Atletico game. Apologies, guys, that the preview has come up very, very late today, guys. I've been having a very, very busy day. But yeah, man, I am here to do a quick match preview of the game, guys, because, yep, we are up against Atletico, one of our title rivals. Now, if you told me this about a month ago, I would have never believed it because we were running high, everything was going well. But now, this is the sad reality because of how poor we've been the past few weeks. Atletico now are literally on our tails, and literally as it stands right now, they are the same points as us, which means that if they win, and let's remember they have a game in hand, we have a game in hand, they have a game in hand, but if they beat us tomorrow, basically, they go top with a game in hand. So, this is absolutely a worst case scenario, the worst time to play Atletico de Madrid. But before we get started, guys, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, share this on social media, and let me know, guys, what you guys think. But listen, let's quickly get into it, right? We're playing Atletico, who are literally at the form of their lives. Since October 31st, this team have won every single game in our competitions. They are currently in an 11-game winning streak. They are on the form of their lives, which just so happens to when the problem is they're playing us at the perfect time because we can't win at home to save our lives. I expected us to absolutely do the job against Leganes, and we lost at home to a team fighting relegation. So excuse me if I'm not coming into this game with any kind of confidence, but I'm not. And this is the sorry case of our season so far. But listen, at the end of the day, let's get into it because there's a lot of bad news coming out of the club. Obviously, Yamal is out, right? Yamal is not going to be in the game tomorrow. But the good news is we might be able to see Araujo play tomorrow. I haven't really checked on any of those stuff. I need to be more detailed and actually check the whole situation. But at the end of the day, it's really, really, really peak for the team right now. Unfortunately for us, we are now in a poor position now where we could potentially go from being 10 points clear to being where we are now. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. And like I said, I don't know what to expect because as far as Atletico is concerned, they don't really have a lot of, injuries in their team, right? I think Angel Correa might be the only player that's currently out with an injury. So apart from that, Alexandre Solot is still doing his thing. Alvarez has finally started banging in goals for them. Griezmann is still playing strong, doing his thing. And basically, it's a very, very poor occasion. Now, the problem is this. I'm going to make this very clear. I do not trust these players for nothing. I don't trust them. I don't believe in them. I don't believe anything that they do, right? Because they let me down after last week. I don't trust what these guys are going to do. And even though, yes, we're coming into this game basically in the worst form, right? Our heads down. I'm just not going to be surprised if we go out there and get the win, which completely is insane. But that has literally been our season so far. These guys are not good enough. So what at the end of the day, what am I going to see tomorrow? It just depends on what we see. But look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like I said, lineups are basically the same. Yamal is the big loss tomorrow, obviously. But apart from him, really, everybody else is back. Apart from, the key players are back. Could we see Araujo start tomorrow? I pray to God that he does. Because I don't know, for some reason, we're still insisting on not playing this guy, even though technically he's fit and he can play. We've seen the last two games how we've been absolutely awful defensively. Tomorrow, we need him to play because we're playing against a better attack, one of the best attacks, one of the informed teams in the world right now. So we need him to come back into the team. I don't want to see Inigo Martinez and Casa and Kubashi as a partnership. I definitely don't want to see Eric Garcia as the partnership tomorrow. But basically, the rest of the team just writes itself. Kunde is going to be at the right back position. Balde is going to be back. Iñaki Peña will still be in goal. The midfield will be the same. Apparently, from what I'm hearing, is that apparently we could be seeing Gavi making a start. Could it potentially be that maybe Hansi Flick is going to play Pedri up higher in the midfield and basically maybe play a partnership of Casado and Gavi to basically have an energetic midfield? Maybe that's what he's trying to go for. Could we potentially see Dani Olmo play out wide in the left since we don't currently have a left winger? But it is what it is. I'm very, very worried coming into this game. But before we really do go, I do want to share a little bit of something here for you guys. Big up to everybody who's here. But basically, this is what I wanted to show you guys. Give me a sec. All right. Now, this is the quick press. I wanted to just talk about a few things. Hansi Flick was asked in the press conference today. Basically, he was asked about the game against Atletico, and he basically just came out and said, "Listen, it's a very important match. We tried our best to get the 3 points. They've won 11 games in a row, and it will be tough, but we are ready." Well, we better be. We better be, because I can tell you one thing: Atletico Madrid don't need motivation to play against us. They know that right now we are there for the killing. And at the end of the day, they have a game in hand, which means that if they win tomorrow, they are practically clear. So it's not good enough. So, at the end of the day, you're not playing against Atletico. Atletico Madrid have everything to gain by beating us tomorrow. So we definitely need to turn on for that. But he was asked, would you treat tomorrow's game as like a final? He says, a final for this year? Yes. If somebody at the start of the season would say we would be top of the league and second in the UCL at the end of the year, they would accept that. Yes, we would. But here's the thing, Hansi Flick. With all due respect to you, right? It's not the same. I'm sorry, but it's not. We expect to be where we are now? No, but we are here. So, and at the end of the day, at Barcelona, and you have to remember, this is Barcelona. We are not a small club. Us being here should not be a surprise, because history-wise, this is where we should be. So I completely, at the end of the day, I don't agree with that. I do understand what he means, but I do think that at the end of the day, fans shouldn't really. Are we basically? Did you exceed our expectations? Yes, but at the end of the day, this is where we want to be. But basically, he was asked more about Yamal. Basically, he was asked about Yamal. He says, we have many players that can replace Yamal, but we haven't made the decision yet. Well, who can do Yamal's job in this team? Who can do Yamal's job in this team? I'm actually curious. Please let me know, because clearly I'm a little bit deluded. I don't know what is going on. I mean, it's not good enough, man. We don't have a Yamal replacement. I know he's trying to be I guess optimistic, but nah, man, I'm not hearing that. And he's saying, we have a young team, and we have a young team that is eager to improve. We have to start the game where Atletico scores lots of goals towards the end of the game, so we have to be 100% from the start. Well, no fucking shit. And first of all, listen, I'm getting exhausted of hearing this whole we have a young team, bro. Honestly, I'm getting to a point now where I'm getting tired of hearing this, bro. Every single time we have a young... Bro, I hear this from everybody. Seriously, man, I get it. Barcelona's team we have a bit of young players in our team, right? Younger players, but my goodness, man. It's like we're using this as an excuse every single time we don't do well. Because when we were doing well, nobody was sitting there talking about us having a young team. But all of a sudden now we're not doing well. Everybody wants to use it as an example, as an excuse. Now I'm not hearing that, man. Do better. Straight up. But he was basically asked more. He just said 2 days off in the squad. Basically, he was asked 2 days off for the squad after the Leganes game. Basically, he was asked why the team was given 2 days off. And he basically said, some of these decisions are made after games. We need some rest and clear our heads. I thought it was the best option. We had 3 good training sessions yesterday and today. So the rest is good. 2 days off. I'm sorry, let me tell you something. If you lose, like Hansi Flick, you're a better man than me. Because I'll tell you one thing, bro. If you lose to a relegation fighting team, bro, I am not giving you no days off. You're gonna train your fucking ass off for the rest of the week. I don't care, man. You're losing to a team that you should be beaten. You're in a 3-horse title race and you're losing to a team fighting for relegation at home. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Because yesterday we had our first Christmas. Basically, it was asked about we had our first Christmas dinner with Barca, and I saw we were all a family, and I love being here, bro. You know what, man? Stop this lovey-dovey nonsense, man. I'm not trying to hear this lovey-dovey bullshit. Okay, all right, cut the crap. At the end of the day, none of this sentimental stuff, man. I don't want to hear any more sentimental stuff, bro. It's time for business. It is time for business, and it's time for these frauds to finally get up and actually do what needs to be done. Seriously, man, I'm not hearing this BS anymore. Basically, he just concluded by saying, I asked him about Simeone. He said Simeone has done a marvelous job with Atleti. He's a coach who I respect. All right, cool, man. You respect him, man. Good for you, man. Whatever. Listen, guys. That's literally the press conference. I don't want to go into detail about it, but listen. At the end of the day, let me make this very clear. I am not doing a prediction. My predictions have not been good. I don't trust these players. And because I don't trust them, I am not doing a flipping prediction. I'm just gonna go out here and I'm just gonna assume the lineup, and then we're gonna close out with that. Basically, my lineup and the lineup I want to see is Iñaki Peña in goal, Araujo and Kubashi as the centre back partnership with Kunde and Alejandro Balde out in the fullback positions. Midfield, I would like to see Casado play with Gavi in the midfield to put energy. I completely understand that. Play Pedri out in the 10 role. Play Dani Olmo out wide since we don't have any left wingers. I mean, what? Yeah, play him out wide and then play Rafinha on the play Dani Olmo out in the left. Play Rafinha out in the right, and this is where I'm gonna make a big call because I don't care, man. I've had enough. I'm benching Lewandowski and I'm starting Ferran Torres. I don't care, man, because Lewandowski has been stinking out of the place for the past few weeks, and it's not good enough. So he needs to take the L, go sit on the bench, right? And at the end of the day, and know where you went wrong, because this is what he did against Mallorca. He benched them and it worked out. That was our last win. So at the end of the day, I'm not hearing this. But yeah, big up to everybody here. Like I said, I'm not doing the scoreline. All I'm saying is these pricks, they better not lose tomorrow, bro. They better not lose, because I swear to God, man, I am not ready for it. Bro, I'm in a lose-lose situation where we definitely have to win, because if we draw, Madrid go for top of the table with a game in hand. Right? We lose, Atletico goes a game in hand, and if Real Madrid win, we go third. So we have everything to lose this weekend. So nothing but a win can be. So basically, we're in a point now where nothing but a win is important. So at the end of the day, we need the win. But do I trust these guys? No. I don't trust any of these guys. We could go tomorrow and play some of the best football and get the win tomorrow. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm happy to be proven wrong. No, man, I'm sick of this shit. I'm done. So big up to everybody who's here, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And listen, guys, put in the comments what your predictions is, what you guys think of the game, what you guys think is going to happen. But like I always say before we end all of these streams, Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalunya, and peace, you guys. Take care.